Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a sweet little girl who always wore a bright red cape with a hood. Because of this, everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. One sunny morning, Little Red Riding Hood's mother handed her a woven basket. Inside, there was fresh bread and sweet honey. "Your grandmother is feeling sick today," her mother said kindly. "Please take this basket to her house. But remember, stay on the path and do not talk to strangers in the forest." "I promise, Mother." Little Red Riding Hood smiled and she waved goodbye. The little girl walked into the deep green forest. The sun was shining and the birds were singing. She saw beautiful butterflies and stopped to pick some colorful wild flowers. She completely forgot her mother's warning. Suddenly, a big dark shadow stepped onto the path. It was the big bad wolf. "Good morning, little girl." The wolf smiled, showing his sharp white teeth. "Where are you going on this beautiful day?" Little Red Riding Hood did not know the wolf was dangerous. "I am going to my grandmother's house," she said cheerfully. "She lives at the end of this path, near the 3 big oak trees." The sneaky wolf had a wicked idea. He wanted to eat the yummy food in the basket and maybe the little girl too. "Look at those beautiful flowers deep in the woods," the wolf pointed. "Why don't you pick some more? Your grandmother would love them." While Little Red Riding Hood was busy picking flowers, the wolf ran as fast as he could down the path. He arrived at grandmother's small cottage and knocked on the door. Knock, knock, knock. "Who is it?" called a weak voice from inside. "It is me, Little Red Riding Hood," the wolf lied, making his voice sound high and sweet. When grandmother opened the door, the wolf roared. Poor grandmother was so scared that she quickly ran and hid inside the large wooden closet. The wolf laughed. He put on grandmother's sleeping cap, climbed into her bed, and pulled the blanket all the way up to his nose. A little while later, Little Red Riding Hood arrived at the cottage. The door was open, so she walked inside. She walked up to the bed. Her grandmother looked very strange today. "Oh, grandmother," the little girl said, "what big ears you have." "All the better to hear you with, my dear," the wolf grumbled. "But grandmother, what big eyes you have." "All the better to see you with, my dear," the wolf said, opening his eyes wide. "But grandmother, what big teeth you have." "All the better to eat you with," the wolf roared. He jumped out of the bed. Little Red Riding Hood screamed loudly and ran away from the bed. At that very moment, a brave lumberjack was chopping wood nearby. He heard the loud scream and ran into the cottage with his big heavy axe. The wolf was terrified of the brave lumberjack. He jumped out of the window and ran far, far away into the deep, dark forest, never to be seen again. When the room was quiet and safe, Little Red Riding Hood and Lumberjack heard a small knock from the wooden closet. Lumberjack opened the door and out stepped her grandmother. Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother hugged each other tightly. They thanked Lumberjack for his help. They sat down together by the warm fire and shared the fresh bread and sweet honey. Little Red Riding Hood learned a very important lesson that day. From then on, she always listened to her mother, and she never ever talked to strangers in the forest again.
Red cape, red hood, walking so fast. Through the green forest, the shadows are cast. A basket of bread and honey so sweet. A little red girl with light on her feet. Stay on the path, don't wander away. Listen to mother, stay safe today. Watch out for the wolf with his big white teeth, hiding his tricks in the shadows beneath all leaves. What big eyes, what big ears, she said to the funny old grandma sleeping in bed. But a brave lumberjack is coming to town to turn the wolf's world upside down. Stay on the path, don't wander away. Listen to mother, stay safe today. Watch out for the wolf with his big white teeth, hiding his tricks in the shadows beneath all leaves. Little Red Hood, safe and sound, the happiest girl that can be found.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the little bell so you won't miss our next story. Bye-bye.